Hey, what's up guys? I'm Steve with Franklin Personal Fitness. I'm going to do a video today talking about failure and how to find motivation in that failure. So a lot of us set goals, a lot of us have these really high expectations, and they don't always work out the way we think they're going to. So here's a personal testimony for me and kind of talking about how I've used failure to find success. So about 4 years ago, there was a job that I applied for that I really wanted, and I worked really hard for it. I prepared for all the tests for it, both physical and the written exams for it. And I thought I was one of the top candidates, thought I was going to do really well and excel in the interview process and all of that. So anyways, long story short, I did really well on the physical test. I did great on the interview and the boards I had to go to. But after about a 3-month period of just kind of waiting in the dark, I got a phone call and was told I did not receive the position that I applied for. So I was kind of at a crossroads. I had been in fitness for most of my adult life. I've been a trainer for over 15 years, but I've always worked in other gyms, or I've even worked in CrossFit gyms. I've done stuff like that. So I've never actually physically had a brick and mortar business that was just run by me. So at that point I decided I didn't know what to do with my life anymore. I was confused. I was kind of bummed out that I didn't get this job. So I made the decision, with the support of my wife, to start my own personal training business. So I took a huge risk. I started out with, I had one client that I was working with because I had been in healthcare for a while and had a regular 9-to-5 job, and I didn't have the availability to have clients throughout the day. I was working at a regular job. So anyways, I had one person I worked with on a regular basis, really good friend of mine, and I've been training him for several years. So I decided at that moment, I'm just going to basically reinvent myself, start a business and grow it and go from there. And I was scared. I was nervous. I knew that I needed a regular paycheck to provide for my family and just to cover the everyday bills and expenses and things like that. So I started out, I got back into teaching CrossFit classes and was doing that on a regular basis, started talking to people, told them the idea that I had. I found someone that was willing to invest in this idea that I had, ordered some equipment, and I was able to get 3 clients right off the bat that I'd worked with during my CrossFit days, and I started training them one-on-one. And from those 3 people, I was able to find a little bit of momentum, gain some positive energy, and I just kept continuing to grow and to build this business that I had planned up. And funny story, the company that I applied for previously, they actually called me up and offered me this job after I already started this business. And I told them, I said, hey, I'm sorry, it's too late. I can't accept the position. I've already got an investor in this business I'm starting, and I was already getting momentum, so I was already moving forward with the idea of Franklin Personal Fitness, and continued to grow it. And that was about 4 years ago. And I started out, like I said, with one client, and I built off of that one client, was able to get 3 more. So then I had 4 clients, and it continued to grow and grow and grow. So the point of this whole thing is, you're going to fail in life. It's going to happen. There's going to be things that don't work out the way you want to. Change is hard, and it was really hard for me to deal with not getting that job. But I'm convinced that if I would have got that job, that I never would have grown this business. I never would have really found what I wanted to do in life. What the passion I always had for fitness was there, but it took me failing to really dip into that and to understand how much passion I had for this business and for this industry. So that's one example. There are many out there. I have some other stories that I'll share in a later date that delve more into how to deal with failure. But don't let one event in your life define you. Try to find some positive energy from everything you do. So if you really want something in life, whether it's to lose 5 pounds, to get a new job, whatever that may be, use that motivation, even if it is through failure, to find what you're really passionate about and to make a better life for yourself. And also to find happiness. You want to be happy with what you do. If you're miserable in your everyday life, it's going to reflect in everything else that you do. And it's going to be really hard to achieve goals if you have a negative mindset. So there's a little bit of food for thought for you today. Remember, don't stay down. Use that failure that you have in your life and find positivity from it. Until next time, guys, take care.